I love New York. I try to visit every year. The energy, the excitement, and yes, some of my friends are there too, but I am super jazzed by Broadway. When I was in New York last year, I stayed in a hotel across the street from a rehearsal studio. They were rehearsing for one of the new Broadway shows at the time. I sat in my chair, watching out the window, watching the beauty of the rehearsal. It stopped and started, notes were given, they started again, they stopped, they started. This went on for hours into the night. Now, think about your life. Do you work out? Do you play an instrument? Do you play sports? Do you do yoga? All of these activities have something in common. What do you think? Practice, rehearsal, warming up. Very few of us go out into the field cold. Very few of us work out without at least a few minutes of jogging. Why risk the injury? So why would we go in cold when we communicate? Some of us are really good at winging it. Some of us prefer to keep it organic and in the moment. You may be like that. And yes, that's great. But instead of always working off of the adrenaline, because that's what keeps you going when you just wing it, pure adrenaline. But adrenaline stops at some point and then you crash and sometimes you burn. Practicing and rehearsing will keep your communication muscles strong and consistent. Pop quiz! What types of things do you do before you work out? Play sports, play an instrument, and if you do, what types of things do you do before you communicate with others? Yep, put me on pause, take out your notebook or something to write on, and jot down some items. Okay, glad to be back. What do you have on your list? Do you have breathing on your list? Did you know that if you had to do one thing right now to help alleviate your speaking anxiety and to hone your attention on your message, it's breathing. I'm going to show you the correct way to breathe. Did you know that you were probably breathing incorrectly? Here we go. It's called diaphragmatic breathing. I'm going to give you a little demonstration. Do you know where your diaphragm is? It's right here. Most people breathe from their chest, hyperventilating, which could cause you to pass out. Breathing from your belly or your diaphragm helps to calm and soothe. Breathing in, you want to push out your hand from your stomach. Ready? Try it with me. Breathe in. Breathe out. You want to move your hand one more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. You're already calm, aren't you? Do you have warm up your voice and mouth on your list? As a voiceover artist and former actor, I have a vocal warm-up routine that I use even when I just talk to a colleague or a client. I warm up my mouth by yawning and then warming up my tongue. I'm going to show you, and you can do it with me. Ready? First, you want to yawn. Open your mouth really wide and start high on your voice and go low in your register. Ready? Oh. Try it again. Oh. Now, you're going to use your tongue and you're going to warm up your tongue. Watch and then work with me. You can stick your tongue out really long and then to your right and to your left and circle. Honestly, it works wonders. Helps with your diction, helps you feel more comfortable when pronouncing those difficult to pronounce last names. I use a technique that other voiceover actors use when they need to ensure tight diction. I use a cork. Putting a cork in your mouth as you speak overemphasizes the words so they come out crisp and clean. I use tongue twisters to help me warm up. It also helps with pace and vocal variation. Watch. So you take your cork and you're going to put it in your mouth as you say a tongue twister. I'm going to use the Big Black Bear tongue twister. It's the big black bear bit a big black bug and the big black bug blood. Watch. A big black bear bit a big black bug and the big black bug blood. A big black bear bit a big black bug and the big black bug bled blood. It's kind of like magic. It really, really works. So you can use tongue twisters, And you can also read the newspaper. Pace, tone, pitch, variation, all so important when speaking. If you notice that you have a more quiet voice, using the warm-ups will help you get to a level of confidence to boost your volume. If you've heard that your tone is a bit monotone, reading or singing the newspaper or excerpts from a book aloud will help. Now, you're definitely going to feel silly, but that's okay. Do it when you're alone. Let your inner diva out. It can be really fun. Muscle memory will ensure that your variation will increase after consistent exercise. Then, of course, you need to warm up your body. As you would before you work out, stretch, work your arms and legs. Most of the time, nerves come out in the body. Do you notice that you sway back and forth when you talk? Do you gesture a lot? Do you have your hands in your pockets? A really terrific way to calm your energy, balance out before you speak, is to anchor yourself through a mindful exercise. Have you ever heard this phrase? Where your mind goes, energy flows. Take a minute, close your eyes, listen to my voice. The best way to calm and center is to feel grounded. Now close your eyes. Now feel your feet. Do you feel your feet firmly on the ground? Feel your feet. They're strong and solid on the ground. Now feel your arms. They're firmly at your side. Feel your arms, and now feel your hands. Your hands are loose and free. Feel your feet. Feel your legs. Feel your arms. Feel your hands. Now take a big belly breath. Open your eyes. If you do this right before you have to communicate with others, you will feel centered and ready for anything. If you go into a conversation or a meeting or a speaking engagement, high energy adrenaline kicking you will physically make you erratic and your voice strained, and the perception to your audience will be that you're not very credible. My vocal warm-up tips are located as a PDF in this module. Download and try it out today. I guarantee you'll not only feel great, but your diction and vocal quality will improve. After you take the time to warm up your body and your voice, you're ready to rehearse. I bet you thought just warming up was enough. Walking through your presentation, walking through what you're going to say is so important to ensuring credibility and that your message will be heard and understood. So thinking back to my rehearsal process in theater back in the day, I realized that the process works beautifully for any occasion. First, remember to identify the main goal. What are the points that will help reinforce the main goal? What's the buy-in for the audience? Use a personal story for an opening. Write a script or outline. Read that script or outline aloud. Put it down and say it in your own words. Work on your delivery, your vocal, and your body. Do it again and again and again. Instead of going in cold when you communicate, why not take some time to warm up and then practice? Let's add this piece to the others. 1. People. Know your audience and develop the communication based on their needs. 2. Preparation. Take time to prepare the message, research the facts, brainstorm the development, structure the communication in a way the audience will remember. Practice. Take the time to warm up and rehearse. It will increase the percentage of information the audience will retain when you deliver your message. It will also boost your confidence and credibility. Here's your homework assignment. Download my warm-up and rehearsal tips. Start practicing in a private space so you feel safe to experiment. Then, if you can, try to practice each day for a consistent and then ultimately seamless delivery. Record your rehearsal. Send it to me in the comments. How do you feel about the rehearsal process? What things have you identified as problem areas? Are the warm-ups and rehearsals helping? Let me know.